has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Hello, this is LordUg. Yes, it is, and welcome to some Darkest Dungeon. Now, I know I've been doing the class guide for Darkest Dungeon. I've done the Crusader and Arbalest so far, but I decided to get the game started because I figured that people can still join, even if they, and I'll be still doing the class guides and people can still watch them. But if you want to take part, you don't have to pick a class. You can just put, Darkest Dungeon hyphen the name you want me to call you, and then just underneath put any class until you've seen a class you like. If you watch the class guides and you see a class you like, then in future you can always put your name in the comments of that class guide you like and say, can you in future make sure I am this character or this class, and I will make sure you're that class from then on. But if you're open to any class until then just put any class. And then you can keep watching the guides till you see something you like. But for those that have put your names down so far, thank you. I have gone wrote down and we will be introducing and putting you in as well. However, I'm going to start the game with a couple of people who, with some names that I've already picked. And there's a couple that message me that I've got to put the names in. And then I'll be putting those that commented on YouTube and put their names down as well, which I am grateful that they took part. So let's begin. Now, as you can see, I have got another save. Now, I'm one of them kind of people that when I'm just playing it for myself, I don't put meaningful titles in. So you've got Darkest for the different exhibit, okay? Which means God nothing at all, it's just crap. So this is where we're going to be. We're going to delete this, and we're going to put Ugly's Estate. There you go. It's true. So that's what we're going to be. Let's have that, and let's play the game. Now, I did put the intro on for you because the narration in this game is incredible. Watch this.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell. But in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
The writing in this game is amazing. The actual, whoever wrote it, amazing script. It really is worded amazingly, and the actual narration is incredible. I can't actually go on enough about it. Throughout the game, it's absolutely incredible. This is a truly amazing game. It really is. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started now. You actually have to travel through the first little part of the dungeon, and you'll get tooltips come up. You'll be able to read them. I won't be reading them to you. I'll just leave them on screen for a few seconds. I'll take them off, and then you can pause the video if you wish, and then you can you can read it yourself. So this is where we're going to get started now. Here's one. Look, I'm just telling you map navigation, how to you can go through the map. Now what I'm going to do is, here is the first character, Reynold, and I'm going to change him. Now he's going to be me. I'm going to take my part in the road here. So now the Crusader, the first Crusader, is called LordUg. Now for the second one, this is the Highwayman. Now this actually seems quite fun in a strange sort of way, because this is like a rogue kind of character, but it's just the highway part I'm just thinking about. So anyway, I'm going to rename this person. Now there is another YouTuber who not long ago did a video from a game called Project Zomboid, and he added me to it. Now I died pretty quick, but it was really nice for him to add me, and I figured I'd return the favour. So it's going to be me and Akurize. Oops. It's going to be myself and Akurize who are going to start this journey together, and he's going to be the highwayman. And let's get started. So we start in a room. You've got corridors. There's 4 sections to a corridor, and you've got to click on this room to leave that room.
Run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Hallway movement. So we start to go along, and you'll see this move as you go. To there. Oh, we've got a fight. So this is a brigand cutthroat. It's telling you here. It says kill the enemy. So we're gonna take that off. Now you can touch him and see the information about him. He's got 12 HP. He is a brigand cutthroat. His prot, it says prot 15%. That is his protection. He has protection of 15%. His dodge is 2 and his speed is 3. Speed's supposed to decide the order of things, but I usually find it doesn't, so don't go on that. Below that you can see his resistances to stun, blight, bleed, debuff and move. So let's have attack to him. So it's going to be Akurize first. He's going to deliver first blow. This is a ranged skill, but it will hit him. I've explained in the first video how the little dotted dots work. The little red dots show the people you can hit. So you can hit with this. You can hit people in the first slot where he is, the second slot, and the third slot, but not in the last slot. And to do this skill, you've got to be in slot 2 or 3 yourself. Well, he's in slot 2 because I'm in slot 1, so he's in slot 2, so he could use it. This one, same thing. You can hit slots 1 and 2, but you've got to be in slots 1, 2, or 3, and he's in slot 2. This one will make the person bleed. There's a chance to make them bleed, and they will. If they do bleed, it will do 2 points of damage every round for 3 rounds, and it also debuffs them and makes them 20% less bleed resist. So if you look at his bleed resist, it's 20. So it's 20% now. So if I hit him with this, it'll take his bleed resist to 0. So let's hit him with it. So it's hit him. It's critted. So you hit with an extra bit of power. Look at his bleed. It says 0% now because he's been debuffed here. So, and I'm going to come in now. He's only got 1 hit point left. So I'm going to come in with the sword and finish him off. And this is explaining something else. This is loot, how you get your loot. So we've got 250 gold for that. So let's click the take all. We have some food here. Now you can use that to heal if you need to. So here we have interactive objects, which you're going to see a lot. They're called curios, and you can usually you can put something when you click on them. This comes up. Now you can just check inside the tent, but you can also sometimes put something in this slot here that makes it so you don't get the bad things happen. Because some things you open, it'll be like there's a good thing or a bad thing, and it might be a bad thing's probably going to happen if you open it. But if you put something in there, then that might stop it from happening, and you only get something good, which is what you want. But here we're just going to click take it, and we've got what we got. We've got 50 more gold, so we're on to 300 gold. So let's go through here. Now you just push up W, and you'll go through. Now we have another fight. So let's have a look at our new people. So he's going to have a go first this time. He's going to use blanket fire, which lets him hit all my men. But they were nothing terrible. So let's have a look. We've seen this was a different one. This is actually a range character, obviously. Brigand Fusilier. So again, 12 HP, 7 dodge, which is decent. Speed 6, which is why he went first, and he's only got one skill called Blanket Fire. You can see his resistances again. So then we've got this guy here. He's got 35 HP, which is a lot for this point in the battle. Now if you look at this, I've got this skill lit up. You can see which one because there's a little diamond at the top of it, and there it'll tell you what the chance is of me to hit. Hero to hit 85%. So if I use this against him, 85% it'll hit. It'll have a crit chance of 5%, so there's a 5% chance it'll be a critical hit, and the hero damage is a 5 to 9 base at the very least, but it could be higher if there's a crit, and it doesn't tell you about him because it can't reach him. It'll only hit things in slot 1 and 2, and he takes up 2 slots because he's classed as a big character. See, this is slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, so we have to so he takes both up. So he's bled. So we've took his bleed resistance down to 0 again, and he's got that 20% bleed. Now he shot me and hit me so hard he's knocked me back a line. Now that doesn't matter. I can still fight from there, and he can still fight from there a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use stun. Now let's have a look at stun resistance. Stun resistance 50%. I think I can only hit him with it anyway. Or should I just whack him? Yeah, 6 to 12. I'll give him a hit. So that's 8. He's come down to 18. He'll probably shoot again. Yeah, blanket fire. It's really all he's got. It doesn't do massive damage. It's just a bit annoying. You get a debuff of -2 dodge, but it's nothing terrible. So we'll keep pouring this in. Now, I've hit him and he's bled again. So that will stack now. It was 2 points per round. Now it's 4 points per round for 3 rounds. Although the first hit is on 2 rounds now, and that's on 3. After, it stacks like that. Okay, so we're just going to keep on him. He should die sometime next round or 2. And he's just got hit with 4 again, so now he's only on 3. Now I dodged that one, so fancy footwork, he missed me. So we're going to take another blanket fire. Accuraz dodged that one, dodged a bullet there, Accuraz, well done. And we're going to come in again and finish him off. Now when they die, it leaves a corpse behind, which you can read here. So I'm going to leave you to just read that a second, then I'll take it off. You can pause it to have a look. Now all we've got left is him. But the corpse still classes, even though it's not fighting now, it still classes as a character. So he's still in slot 3. So anything that don't reach slot 3, I can't use. So I'm going to hit the body because it's only in my way. So I'm going to give it a big hit, try and get out of the way. There you go. Don't forget it had bleed on it, and even the corpse takes a turn. So when it came to the corpse's turn there, it couldn't do anything because it's dead, but the bleed still took the last 4 points off it. And so now he's been moved forward to slot 1. Well, there's nothing in the way. They all move forward towards slot 1. So now we can hit him. We hit him with 5. Good old Accuraz there. Got one in. Hasn't missed yet. Very nice. So we're going to get blanket fire. Oh no, he's going to get rush shot because he can't do blanket fire. Blanket fire, won't work in slot 1, so he has to use rush shot. So I'm going to hit him and hopefully... Oh, I missed! I missed. Looks like we're going to need Akuraz to finish him off. There we go. He's accurate. That's what we need. Accurate Akuraz, there would be. Oh, we got some nice stuff here. We ended up with a portrait, a crest, a citrine, and another 25 gold. So let's take all that. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Every time I've done this game, I started a new game. Oh, you can read that. This chest here always gives me... Now, you can leave here and go straight back to the hamlet, or you can continue adventuring. I'm going to continue adventuring because there's a chest here. This chest has always given blight. It's never given me anything good. So it's given me an illness called blight, which kind of works like bleed. It hits you per round, like a DOT. So I'm going to light me up, and I'm going to eat this 2 food. And if you watch my health bar, there you go. So it gave me a bit more health. Also, underneath here is your stress meter. Now, I've got 3 stress. That is amazingly good. There's hardly any stress. I've had a lot more stress than that on that first battle. So I'm very happy with that. So all I got was 3 stress. We're going to show you over time. I'll explain over time what happens when this stress bar builds up. But let's just say it's not a good thing. It's something you really need to stop. Now here we can move. So I'm going to go back in front because that's the way that we started this. So I'm going to go back to front. And I'm going to open it with... Let's see if Akuraz can open it. He did a lot of work there. And see if he don't get blight. No, it's trapped. And he got blight. Oh dear. So again, you can see it does 2 damage per round. Every round for 3 rounds. But it's not going to affect us. Because we now can click up here in the top left corner where it says just complete, quest complete. We're going to click there. And we're going to come out of the dungeon. Because there's nothing else to do. There's only that one room to go to. Now you get your kind of your victory screen. Where it tells you what the quest was. Your reward. We got 5,000 gold for completing it. We got 575 worth of money counting these together. So there's 325 there. That's worth 250. Added together 575. So we made 5,575. These are the little... things here. You use these to upgrade your estate, which you'll see in a minute, and we're going to press next. Now here, this is where it tells you about leveling up, and you get rewards here, or well, these are where you get your quirks. I've explained quirks on the Crusader and the Arbalist. That there's quirks that help you and hinder you. Red are bad, white are good. So you click on it, and it'll tell us. Okay, so we've got Cove Explorer. Cove is a area you can go and explore, like with rooms and that we'll go to later. We won't be going there just yet, but it gives you plus 20 scouting chance in the cove. And he got meditator, which is good. Improves stress reduction while meditating or while camping. So if you meditate in town for stress relief, you'll get extra stress relief with somebody with meditator. Okay, let's go to town. Right. That went well. That's probably one of the best it's gone.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
Tell me that amazing. His voice is incredible. So this is your screen where you can find what happened in the game. I should have put the uglies in it and just said estate. We've got an estate. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So we've made it through to this part. Everything's good. And it's got a report here. Tells you this is a list of things, quest goals you can do. Which we've just done this. First foray into the ruins. Well, we know we aren't. We're going to be doing that. The ruins is the only place we'll be able to go. So we'll go there soon. Now I'm going to introduce you to the estate. I might try and fix this. Don't worry about this uglies estate. I'll get that fixed up. It's fine. So I might actually just start again and put the uglies and then that put estate, and it won't matter. But same thing. We'll get to the same screen with about the same amount of money and that kind of thing. So there's a little bit of an explanation of help. Now let's click these. Let's start here.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Now this is a place where you can rewatch the prologues and all that. It's basically the archive kind of thing where you can look at things that has already been said, and you can replay them if you forgot what they were or what was said. Here is somewhere where a lot of our men are going to end up.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Graveyard. In this game, you may either die or get fired. But as I've said before, don't worry, I will bring you back in when your character class comes around again. But yeah, you've got to treat this like a business. All this, you've just got to basically fire people when it's needed, and let some people die if need be. It is what it is. On the other game, there's quite a few in that graveyard. And then this is a very important place here, the stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
There you go. And we've got in our... So people, heroes, can come and fight with us. They've heard that there's a cave into the darkest dungeon, and they're explorers and heroes, so they want to come too. So we're going to have 2 people join us here. And let's see. An old friend of mine who's done videos before is going to be this. He's done a few videos with me before. We're going to do Furgas. He's done some videos with me, so he's going to be the Plague Doctor. And I did a collaboration with Accuraz not long ago, and this young lady we did one. She was there too and did an amazing job. So she's going to join us right now. That's Will-O-Est. Will-O-Est is now part of Darkest Dungeon, and she will be our healer. This is our Vestal. The Vestal is the healing class in Darkest Dungeon, and she was the one that keeps us alive. But she can fight as well. The Vestal can fight as well. Don't misinterpret that. She can actually kick ass, the Vestal. And the Plague Doctor is more of a blight, damage over time class. It can stun, it can blight, and things like that. So we're going to... That's our starting. That's how we're going to start, guys. Now, our next forage will be into the ruins. I'll quickly show you. So this is where you can pick which quests you do. Now, there's more of these that will appear over time. There'll be more appear along here, and then they'll appear under the Warrens, the Weld, and the Cove. And there is one in the Darkest Dungeon, which we can't go to yet because we'll get our ass kicked. It tells you what rewards you'll get for completing this quest here. If we complete it, you've got to explore 90% of the rooms. And you'll get 3,000 gold, 4 crests, and you'll get a trinket that helps you out with 20% debuff speed chance, but it costs a minus speed to do it, which I'll explain all that later. So let's go back to the estate. So that's it, guys. We're going to leave it there. We have our team now. So it's myself, Accuraz, Furgas, and Will-O-Est. And the next female in is going to be Carrie, which of course she's got to come in as well. So I would have put Carrie as Plague Doctor, but it's a male, and trust me, I don't want to face Carrie if I put her as a male. So I'll wait till the next female comes along. And so that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you're looking forward to it. Remember to keep watching, and remember, if you want to join in, put Darkest Dungeon underneath with a little hyphen, then your name you want me to call you. If you want to break it up and explain it to me how to pronounce it, that's up to you, so I know if it needs pronounced a certain way. And then underneath, if there's a certain class you want to be, then put class, and then tell me what class. If you don't know the game, so you don't know the classes yet, then look at my Crusader guide, look at my Arbalest guide. That'll give you 2. I am going to be doing more guides to all these classes in the near future, and when you see one you like, just put your name, just put a comment in that class and tell me I want to be this class in future, and I'll make sure I only put you as that class if that's what you want. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Anyway, give me some comments below if you think this is good, bad. Let me know how it's going, and we'll get back to it very, very soon, and we'll take our first venture into the ruins. So you take care. Remember, if you like it, just click that like so I know. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.